Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's looking a little overcast now. I don't know if it's quite raining or not. I think we just hear the water in the stream going by there. Let's see where we are on the map. We're here in this little bend in the river here. And in the last episode, we spoke with a vagrant who spoke Hungarian. And we asked him for some help in talking to a Cuman somewhere who only speaks Hungarian. I don't remember where this Cuman was, to tell you the truth. It might have been here. This might be where it was. But we're not too concerned with that right now. What we're doing is we are on our way up to Rovna. And the reason we're going there is because somebody's poisoned here in the Sasau Monastery. And there's a rumor that there's some priest here, I don't remember his name, who perhaps might be able to help out with poison. Father Simon, he knows about poisoning. Well, nobody knows where he is. He left a couple years ago. But there's still talk in Rovna of him being seen. So we're going to go up to Rovna and see if we can't find this guy, to see if we can help the guy who's poisoned. But you know how it is. We're traveling across the countryside. We run into things. We discover places. And that is what's happening right now. We're at a little miller's place. And when we came through here, somebody was like, "Hey, it's Henry. Good to see you, Henry." So I don't know how the heck this guy knows who we are. So we are going to go talk to him. Old Miller Simon. Let's talk to him.
How's it going?
It's going good. Is there any work here for carpenters? That's a rather specific question.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I'm not looking for anyone at the moment.
Actually, I know why he asked that. He asked that because Fritz and what's-his-face are, is it Matthew? Are looking for work and they're carpenters. And, well, he already knows our name, but we're going to give him our name, and we're looking for work.
I'm Henry from Skalitz, and I'm looking to mill a bit of extra coin, if you know what I mean.
I expect Peshek sent you. And if it was Peshek who sent you, you can't be a complete dolt.
It's a complete dope.
I'll try you out. The tailor in Sasau has received some valuable brocade. Can you get it for me?
Oh, man, we're just flat out stealing. Well, who's Henry to say no?
No problem. He'll be here in no time at all.
Good. It ought to be at his shop. Bring the whole bolt.
Just flat out stealing. What kind of training can this guy give us? Stealth. Ooh, let's learn some stealth.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
But it'll cost you. Slightly advanced requires level 5. Okay.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, you didn't give me the option to learn the basics, so I guess our stealth isn't quite at level 5 yet.
I'll think it over.
God be with you.
Yeah, so if we look at our player screen and we'll look at our stats, stealth is, I guess, a skill, maybe? Stealth. Our level is 4, so we're not quite there yet. We have a point to spend, though. A point to spend on stealth. And I probably have looked at these before and decided that I didn't want either one of these. Daring Debonair. After committing a crime, you get a +1 bonus on strength and vitality until you're caught or leave the scene of the crime. So this is the kind of perk that you would want if you were going to fight your way out of a situation. I don't think I want to do that. Rain Man, you move almost silently in the rain. Well, I don't know. Doesn't excite me all that much. So we don't know how this guy knew who we were, but he did. And we talked to him, and now he gave us he gave us some work to do. It is called Thick as Thieves Simon. And it says, just like Peshek and Wazacek, Simon too has an interest in milling a bit of extra business. I could help him out. Get Simon the miller the valuable brocade from the Sasau tailor. Okay, that's what we'll do. In the meantime, we're going to get the heck out of here. And we are going to continue heading north. We're actually kind of heading towards Talmberg, but that's okay. We can, once we're in Talmberg, we can get to Rovna, I feel like. And there's really no other way across this river unless we go all the way back to Sessau, where we started. So we're going to cross here, and then we're going to continue on this way, and just keep heading north best we can. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully that dude, that vagrant who was going to translate for us, will wait for us in... thanks. In Buden or whatever it is. Although now I'm having second thoughts. I mean, Buden's not that far away. It's right here. You know? The only thing is that there's not really a road that takes you there. And yeah, I know, I'm on a horse. I could probably just run right through these woods. But I'm pretty sure this is where the place was. I don't know, man. I just worry that that guy won't be there for very long and I'll miss it on this quest. However, I also have the worry that when we talked to him last time, he was actually walking down a road that I don't see here. He was walking down a road towards Buden. I think it's called Buden. And he was going this way, wasn't he? Let me bring up my quests here. I need to kind of... Let's see. We'll turn this one off. And this one here. Yeah. Oh, I guess this is where he is. He's... So that's the vagrant. He's taken this road to Buden, I guess. So maybe he'll walk here and then maybe there's a path that cuts through here. I'm not sure. But it's really funny to me that it actually does show where the guy is. He's actually here right now. So he's still walking. He's not even to Buden yet. So we can wait a bit. We can wait a bit on that. So yeah, let's go this way across the water and continue north. That's what we're going to do on our trusty steed. Now, we are hungry a little bit, but I'm holding out that we're going to see some food that we could help ourselves to. Mostly because I don't think I have any food on me at all. I got some dried mushrooms that maybe I could eat. And that's about it, man. That is about it. So we may have gotten ourselves into a bit of trouble here. I mean, I guess I could try to shoot some game, but then I need to cook it. And I need one of those pots to cook it in anyway, I believe. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. It looks like I'm going the right way. Another accident here. It's acting like we found another accident. I'm still all armored up. I'm ready for battle, man. Bring it on. Just leave my horse alone. This does look like a good place to get ambushed, doesn't it? Keeping my eyes peeled. Looking on the sides of the road. See if I see any movement or any colors or anything. Looks like there's a path that goes that way. Yeah, there kind of is. It just goes off into the trees. I feel like I'd be looking for trouble if I went up that way. But I'm also curious. Let's just go. Who knows if I'll remember to come back this way. I mean, this might not lead anywhere. I don't know. Oh, we found like a little camp here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have any food here for us to eat. Somebody's already been here and left, it looks like. But if this is a bandit camp, I don't know. But yeah, whoever was staying at this camp, I don't know who they were or where they are. But there's not any food for us here. Looks like they took their pot with them. Well, the fact that there's clothes hanging here would make you think that they're going to come back wherever they are, right? Maybe they're bathing in the stream down there or something. It's interesting how there's a wall there. I guess it's just kind of holding up the road or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, that was somewhat interesting, right? Hop on old Pebbles here and we'll be on our way. Okay. Back on the path. Heading in a northerly direction. Getting hungrier. Maybe once we make it back into Talmberg, we'll have some food. Here's a crossroads. Crossroads here. There's a little place here. Boy, look at all this area here that we still need to uncover. It's exciting. But we're doing a pretty good job of uncovering the map. I guess I'll keep going this way just to see what this place is. My stomach is growling. I really like the use of elevation. Alright. We've discovered a windmill. Food. There's food. I hope this guy doesn't mind if I eat his food.
Who's there?
It's just me. I'm just hungry. I'm just a hungry traveler. Hungry, hungry traveler. Ah, thank you. Hi, how are you? Merka? Oh, she has a name. But I can't talk to her. Oh, Merka. I don't mean to be rude.
Has something happened?
No, I'm just saying hi. How's it going, man? What's up, villager? Well, I guess I can't talk to him. Okay, well, I hope you guys don't mind if I wash myself. Am I dirty? Let me see. Well, it doesn't look like I am. Fine. Remember when we found a treasure map in a mill before? Let's go look in this mill. See if there's anything in this one. I'm sure these people won't mind. Love the sound, the change in the sound when you walk in here. Well, we could sleep here. I'm just happy they had some food for us. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything for us here. Although sometimes it is hard to see stuff. Everything's like that same brown color. Oh, Henry.
Come now.
Hello. How are you? So the fact that she has a name makes me think that at some point we'll be able to talk to her. Henry can't even walk downstairs. It's a common thing in video games. Characters tripping downstairs.
What's that?
Okay. Well, there you go. Little place here.
Who's there?
It's me. Are you blind? Oh, I'm going to step on your dog. These people are freaking out. Alright. Well, bring the map back up here. And we've got all kinds of roads going through here. I'm wondering if I should take this one, see if it'll bring me over to Rovna. That is where I'm trying to get to. Hopefully we'll be able to find this Father Simon guy. Help this poisoned guy out. field of flowers. Really pretty. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Still trucking along here. Oh, there's a little town here, it looks like. I wonder what this place is going to be. Merhojed. A small village near Semopesh, which was the property of the Sasau Monastery in the 15th century. The Stone Man. The Stone Man is an unusual standing stone, or stela, composed of red sandstone with the carving of a warrior with a spear. It is located at a crossroads in the Sasau region between Merhojed and the field track to Tomberg. According to an unsubstantiated theory, the stela, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, was brought here from Sasau Monastery when it was reconstructed in the 14th century. The identities of the author of the relief carving and the man depicted remain a mystery. The stone man may have been a Slavic warrior or Saint Longinus with the Holy Lance. His name is derived from the Greek word for lance, who according to the New Testament used it to pierce the side of Jesus on the cross. Budin Mill. In the Middle Ages, Budin Mill was a supplier of local villages and small towns. In the 17th century, it was part of Merhojed, becoming the property of Jan Budinsky in 1678, from whom it takes its name. And now you know, we've discovered Merhojed. There's a little cross here. Should I be taking a look at these? I think they just have like the names of people on them. Michael Kirscher. I guess this is the interesting sight. This is that stone man that we just read about. I was expecting something much larger. Can you imagine like being on vacation and reading about the stone man and being like, oh man, we need to go to Merhojed while we're vacationing and check it out. And then you get here and it's like this little teeny tiny thing. All right, let us continue on our way here. Another cross. Okay, so we've got ourselves a fast travel point now. And we got a question mark here and a question mark here. Doesn't look like there's anybody who wants to give us any tasks, though. Discovered the fast travel point. Go here and turn right at this kind of archway. This is what... No, go this way. The stables? Horse trader. Alright, we found a horse trader. Then, up this way, I guess it's a grocer, huh? Found ourselves a grocer in Merhojed. And then, I guess what we could do is turn right and take this road, this windy road up to Rovna. That's what we're gonna do. Is this the road I want? I would say it is the road I want. Let's check out the artwork here. Look at this guy. He's like, see you later, suckers. I guess he's kind of like tilling his field or grading his fields. There's two workhorses here. Crows are eating his seeds. Majestic. Quite lovely. Quite lovely indeed. So yeah, we're going to turn north here. This way. I do remember mention of Merhojed, though. In one of our quests, but here's something here where we're supposed to find this bandit. It's way over there. This one isn't really even on the map. This is like our main quest. This one here, that's not in Merhojed. This one, I don't think there's anything we need in Merhojed. This one here, nope. Nope. No. Huh. Optional, go back to Nicodemus. I guess I forgot to do that. We'll have to remember to do that when we go back there. Ledechko, this one is finding stuff for Matthew and Fritz. This one takes us back to Ratai. This is Teresa. Nothing in Merhojed there. And this is going back to Skalitz. So, yeah, I'm not, let's see, here's one. Steal a horse from the Merhojed stables. That's what we're supposed to do for was a check. Okay. Yeah, I knew I heard Merhojed mentioned, but we're not going to do that right now. Time is of the essence, I feel like. We need to get up here. We need to see if we can't find Father Simon. Now, which way should I go? Well, I guess I don't want to go that way. Looks like this is a little suburb of Merhojed here. Keep going this way, I think. Samopesh Woods. Wondering if I've... oh, Merhojed Woods, okay. The woods with two names. Kind of surprised I haven't been attacked yet. Guess these woods aren't really dense enough. That's a nice little homestead right there. Nice little view here. Really nice. Is that dust over there? Being kicked up? So we're going to just keep following this and it'll take us right into Rovna. Not sure what's going on over there. It's pretty cool looking though. It's a neat effect. Oh no. Oh, this place has been sacked. Looked like dust from afar, but that's smoke. This could be Cumans. This could be Cumans. Because I think the Cumans came through Rovna after leaving Skalitz. I think they came this way, didn't they? This could be trouble here. But I need to get in here. If I'm going to find this guy. Let's, turn that quest back on. So here, it's actually kind of pointing me right nearby. Real close. Okay. So we need to kind of get in here. I think if I go around this way, I could get in like this. Kind of stay out of the town itself. Hope that we're not discovered by Cumans. kind of want to keep my horse with me in case I need to take off quickly. Okay, it's looking like... Oh! There's somebody sitting there. Look at this. Somebody to talk to. And whatever these plants are, I can't seem to pick them. Greetings, villager. How are you, good sir?
God be with you.
You live here alone? What?
I see there's not much going on around here. So you've stayed here on your own?
Quite so. All by myself. All the others were either killed by the Cumans or fled to Rattay.
Well, why did you stick around, man?
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's keeping you here, alone?
My older brother ran away with the wandering players, so when our father was on his deathbed, he made me swear I'd never leave our home.
I can see you took your vow seriously.
I did. But it's starting to get dangerous around here. Again.
The Cumans.
If it were Cumans, I'd grab an axe and that would be that. But a week back, some rabble made their way through here. They begged me for food, and mark my words, they weren't taking no for an answer. If they'd been just a tad hungrier, I swear they would have stormed the cottage.
There are gangs like that around, true enough.
It was a terrible thing that happened here.
I saw the mess they left behind. Savages.
It was horrible. People tried to find shelter in the church, but them dogs was waiting. They knew too well that's where folk would try to hide.
And where did you hide?
By the grace of God, I got my family away into the woods.
And I don't see your family with you. I hope those bastards didn't sniff them out.
No, it takes better man than them to track me down. I sent my wife to Rattay with some others.
Oh, good. When will the people come back?
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
Oh, I don't know about Skallets, but the folk here are sure to want to come back. The only thing they're missing is spiritual support.
Do you mean the priest?
Indeed. When the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property. But simple folk want someone to tend their souls.
Of course. But it was the Skalitz parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did. But there's been no sign of him since the attack. Or at least he's definitely not in Rattay among the refugees.
That's true enough. I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
I'd be happy to do that. But, isn't it the bishop's job?
Isn't it up to the bishop to appoint a priest?
Oh, you're probably right, but he don't seem interested in doing it. Why waste time finding a priest for a village with just one old fool in it?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I really like how the sun is coming out while we're talking here. It's the weather is really nicely done.
I can always ask. But I've heard where the Skalitz priest went.
That's great news. Although I had my eye on another priest.
Really? Who is he?
You might as well tell me who he is. What I heard about the Skalitz priest might just be rumours.
True. Well then, a few years ago there used to be another priest in Skalitz. Simon, I think his name was.
Simon. Father Simon. I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye. I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow, poor thing.
I hadn't heard about that.
That's not a story I've come across.
It only reaches folk who care for such tales. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time. Until this spring, he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
All right. And where can I find him?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents. Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more. They may even have had words with him.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep, I'd rather have a decent burial.
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
Okay. Why does it say I have a priest for you? Well, I'm not going to say that just yet. Find Father Simon. Talk to the family of Father Simon's housekeeper. Look at our quests here. got this one here called A Man of the Cloth. There we go. A man of the cloth. The hamlet of Rovna is deserted. That is, but for one sole farmer. The others were either killed by Sigismund's marauders or fled to Rattay. St. James's Church is also abandoned, and until they have a spiritual shepherd to reassure them, the surviving villagers won't be returning. The last villager left in Rovna advised me how to begin my search. He recalled a certain Father Simon who lived at the St. James Presbytery a few years ago. It turned out that Simon had an affair with his housekeeper, and she died shortly after. No one has seen Simon in Skalitz since then, although there have been reports he was seen recently in the woods around the area. Now I just have to go to Rovna and report that the priest will be there in no time. Okay. The former Scalish parish priest has been spotted in the nearby woods, where he's become a hermit. I should try and find him and bring him back to his parish. And the only lead I have to Father Simon is the family of his deceased housekeeper. I should try asking them if they know anything about Simon's sudden appearance in the woods. So we have an option to say, I have a priest for you. I don't really understand why, but I'm not going to say it to him because I worry that it'll trigger something and then I'll lose my chance to find Simon. I don't know. So I'm not going to say that to him. Instead, we are going to try to talk to the family of the housekeeper, and that is somewhere up here. So, guess we're going to hop on this road and kind of go up this way, which means I do have to go through Rovna, but hopefully the bad guys are gone. I don't want to trample on his farm, on his plants. See if I can jump this fence. Oh yeah. It's no problem for old pebbles. I think that... Is this the path that I took when I went back to Skalitz from Talmberg? Remember that? This might be the path I took because I think... I mean, this is further up here than I thought. I think that earlier in the game, I stopped there and there were a bunch of bodies there and I looted them. I think this is where that was. I think so. So now I want to go... I want to cross the water, maybe? We're back to Savage. Now it's all nice and bright and sunny out here. They've just done a fantastic job with the lighting. It just looks amazing. Oh, there's a dude there, and he is all armored up. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, you know, because I'm all armored up too, but I don't know how I feel about fighting an armored dude with a shield. I say. I'm wondering if I should take a schnapps, since I see something ahead. I'm going to have to learn how to craft these things. Oh man, I don't have any schnapps on me? The heck did I do with my schnapps? For crying out loud. Well, unless it's on my horse. It doesn't look like it. Well, what the heck did I do with my schnapps? I guess I put it in a chest somewhere. I don't know why I did that, but apparently I did. I mean, I have to assume that that's going to be a cumin, right? Oh gosh, look at them all. Holy hell, look at this. Okay, we're gonna steer clear of that. I am schnapsless, and I am... Oh, come on, horsey. Come on. I am in no condition, skill-wise. Come on, horse, to take on that group. Golly, horsey, let's go. Can't seem to get up there. Discovered a hunting spot. Okay, where am I now? I need to cross this water, I think. Found a charcoal kiln. Some more food here. Am I hungry again? Yeah, let's hop off and have some food. Oh, that was a lot of humans or raiders back there waiting for us. Glad I saw that. Anybody here? Oh, there. Oh. Oh, that may very well be a human himself. Right? All armored up. If I want to be fighting bandits, I prefer to fight ones that aren't wearing armor. Let me put it in reverse here and get the heck out of here. I'm surprised he didn't see or hear us. This is some pretty rugged country right here. I'm asking a lot of all pebbles here to get through this. Pebbles is doing a pretty good job, though. Quite proud of you, Pebbles. You're doing a fine job. I'll give you a treat. I don't know how to do that, though. Okay, this is looking pretty good. This is looking like a good place to cross the water here. We discovered a grave. I think I've read about graves, haven't I? No, I don't think so. Let's learn about burials. Records of burials are as old as mankind itself, but Christianity radically changed all the customs around interment and linked death inextricably with religious rituals and blessings. Before one's death, one had to be absolved of sins by confession and penance and receive the last rites, and where there was imminent likelihood of death, for example when going off to do battle, extreme unction was given just in case. One's final resting place was also of importance. The best places were deemed to be inside a church, in the walls or under the floor, followed by closest proximity, hence cemeteries sprang up right next to churches, often in the very center of the village. The cemetery, hallowed ground, became an integral part of towns and villages and a regular meeting place for people where they even traded and closed contracts. There was no sense of bereavement as we know it today. The dead and the living coexisted side by side. Only suicides, criminals, the sick, heretics, executioners, unidentified strangers, and unbaptized children were buried outside the cemetery in unhallowed ground. During plague epidemics and wars, the customary funerals were done away with temporarily, with a frequent need for mass graves. In later centuries, for reasons of hygiene and contamination of underground water, most of the old cemeteries were abolished, even involving exhumation and reinterring outside of town. It was common for those facing death to make at least an oral will, and also to forfeit some of their assets, if they had any, to the church for facilitating their passage to the next world. Burial of commoners was conducted in simple wooden boxes or sacks, with the deceased being wrapped in a shroud. Funerals of the wealthy and ruling classes were a different matter entirely. These were costly, ostentatious ceremonies with all attendant pomp and circumstance. Royal funerals were attended by thousands of people. Wealthy families had their final resting places in the church or crypt marked by tombstones, while the custom of the mausoleum came later. Interesting stuff. Look at this little, like a little mill here. Is this the, burial site? What is this for? It's cute. Not real sure what it's doing, or what somebody would have used it for other than just a little plaything. Well, that's pretty neat. Look at this. It's like... What the heck is this thing? This is made to do something. Look at this. It like taps up and down there. Look at that. Well, if you know what that is, let me know. That's a neat little contraption, but I don't know what it's for. Is this some kind of like fishing related thing? That is really neat. Huh. All right. I mean, I guess that's the burial site. I guess, because I remember we came across a burial site earlier, but I didn't actually see the site where the body was, so I'm not sure where the body itself is, but that's pretty neat. Does that show up on our map? It does. Grave, okay. I guess I'm just going to go on up here. Now I'm not sure which side of the water this is going to be on. But we'll figure it out. I'm just going to head straight towards the marker on my compass there. Okay, there's a building here. A couple buildings. Oh, can't get through that. Impenetrable. Look at this little place. Pretty neat place. Got a nice little fence going all the way around it here. Oh, look at this cute little place. Hello. I would like to speak with you. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Villager. I'm looking for Father Simon.
I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon? What do you want him for?
Oh, I want him to return to St. James, I guess. St. James? What's this St. James? I guess that's the name of the church, I guess. I don't know.
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me they saw him around here.
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his parish, if you ask me. Very well. What is it you want to know?
Oh, she was easy to convince. Where is he?
Where can I find him? He's said to be wandering around here somewhere.
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it, even though I haven't seen him myself.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside. And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it. I don't take them there, nor my husband neither.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while, so perhaps he's moved on elsewhere again.
I see.
Okay. Where is that cross?
Can you tell me where that cross is?
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz. On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary's cross is by one of them, close to the brook.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, well, we got the information we wanted from her, so now let's be nosy.
What went on between Simon and your daughter?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemaid in Skalitz. She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy with child.
These things happen.
Yes, these things happen. What can you do?
I said as much. I was just glad our girl was provided for. Only she never had the chance to hold that babe in her arms. She didn't live through the birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man. He took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
Nonsense.
That's rubbish. People lie together out of wedlock all the time, and God never smites them down.
That's just what I told him. But it's hardly my place to lecture a priest. And who knows? Maybe he was right. The Lord moves in mysterious ways. He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted. It took a good season before another priest came along.
All right. Well, I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you for your information, and I'm sorry about your daughter.
I'll be going.
Very good, then. And if you do find him, let him know that we have no hard feelings.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, tell him that.
God be with you.
Why, thank you. Okay, so that updates our quest here. Okay, let's see here. Father Simon's housekeeper was called Mary. According to her parents, she did more than keep house for the priest, and in the end fell pregnant. Tragically, both she and her child died during the birth, and Simon took it very hard. He became a recluse and eventually fled. But Mary's mother thinks Simon has returned to the area because someone has been putting wreaths of comfrey, Mary's favorite flower, on her memorial cross. Okay. And I should go and have a look at Mary's cross. It could be Simon, who is somewhere nearby. And if we look on the map, we'll see that the cross is way over here now. True adventure game fashion, running all over the map. But let's go down the hill here and talk to who I think is Mary's dad and see if he has any extra information for us. He may know something that she didn't. Greetings, sir.
God be with you.
Looking for Father Simon. Look at her following behind us there.
It may sound strange, but I'm looking for Simon, the priest.
Father Simon? I last saw him when he was paying me damages. That was back when Mary was still with us. If you want to know something, ask the wife. I don't have the time or the will to talk about that man.
I understand. Thank you.
Well, he certainly is harboring hard feelings. Look at her standing behind me like, okay, it's time for you to go.
Take care.
Do you not want me here, ma'am? I wish the game would have given them names instead of just villager and villager. This is really interesting to me. So I you're watching this playthrough, so you know how I'm playing Henry. I mean, he's not exactly the most ethical or moral person. You know, he steals things. Yet here, I guess because these people, I've spoken with them and they have a face, I don't feel right just simply like, I'm just going to go in here and take whatever I want. Don't ask me how or why I draw that line.
Has something happened?
Well, I guess now that I've said that, I guess I really know the answer to that. The answer is that, all right, I'm obviously thinking this out loud as I'm saying it. I was going to say, well, I don't have a quest that is asking me to rob from these people, and my excuse is, well, I do the quests because that's more of the game to play, right? Yeah, I'm given a quest to steal some cloth or something. Well, that's a pretty scummy thing to do, to steal from somebody, but it's a quest in the game. It's something to do. It gives me an excuse to visit a place that I otherwise wouldn't visit. And so I'm saying that that's my excuse for stealing. But I could also make the same argument that I just walked in here. There's all these buildings here, right? Just waiting for me to walk in and explore. But I didn't. Why not? That's still part of the game. That's still more of the game to explore. Why do I need a quest or someone else in the game telling me to do something? Why is that where I draw the line? I don't know, man. I have no idea. But it is a line for me. This lady here was nice enough to talk to us, and something that's pretty obvious in this game is that these people have homesteads that are marked by some sort of threshold, and once you cross that threshold, they're all kind of up in arms. Like right now, we're fine, right? We're fine. We're fine. Here she comes. I guess I've crossed the threshold. She's like, can I help you with something? So anyway, I don't know. Does that make any sense to you? Or do you do things like that when you play games? I'd like to know. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode right here. When we come back next time, heck, let's go over to the cross, man. Let's head over here west of Skalitz, and we'll see if we can't find Mary's cross and continue looking for Father Simon. That is what we'll do in the next episode. Thanks for joining me again, everybody. Hope you join me again in the next episode.